What's up, guys? Matt here, also known as MHhauser321, and I am playing some Ninja Gaiden for the NES. And it's going to be the first Ninja Gaiden in a set of 3 that came out for the NES. If you see on the screen here, it says Ninja Gaiden Trilogy. I'm actually playing Ninja Gaiden, the first game that came out in 1989 on a Super Nintendo game. It's a trilogy set that they came out with that they released later that actually has all 3 games on it, and it gives you a little bit of extra oomph, I guess you could say. There's like the graphics are done a little different. There may be a little bit of I don't really know if there's that many more changes. I think that's about it. Just the graphics look nicer. Anyways, opening cutscene of the game. First Ninja Gaiden ever. You see 2 ninjas fighting, and you don't know who they are. At the beginning, you're just kind of like thrown in there to this story. But somebody loses. Somebody gets cut. And that somebody turns out to be Ken Hayabusa, which is Ryu's father. And this is the note he left. He left a note on the way to his life or death duel. I'm not really sure about that one. If he doesn't return, he's supposed to take the dragon sword, go to America and see Walter Smith. You know, that's an American name, Walter Smith. But right there, off the bat, you know Ryu's not from America. And Ryu gives you that look. I'm gonna get that fucker. I'll get my revenge. Okay, well, a couple things I want to start off with this game. It's not easy. Do not think for a second this game is easy. It's not a beginner's game. By all means, try and play it, but it's going to take time before you understand it. Let's see. First thing you need to know is you can wall climb. In the other 2 games, 2 and 3, you can actually go up and down and just climb. This one you have to jump. You have one attack. It's that slash you saw there. I'm just exploding enemies with my sword. You can do it crouched, and then you have another thing called Ninja Power. I don't know if it has a specific name, really. I call it Ninja Power. It's like, you know, superpowers. You can throw, let's see, throwing stars. There's a windmill throwing star. There's a fire wheel. There's a jump and slash, which is probably the best weapon in the game. And then there's the fire wheel that makes you invincible. I paused here so you could see that little enemy. It's a weird looking enemy. You say it's a dog, but I don't really know how many purple dogs. It's like Barney's dog or something. Anyways, so you get this ninja power. It's up there right next to that windmill looking object you see up there. There's a red thing, and that's your ninja power. I have 30 of it right now. I think it doesn't max out. I'm not sure. I've never tried to max it out. Right next to that is your lives. There's the timer, and then also a stage and ninja. Your health is you're the ninja, and enemy's health. This boss is really easy. If you get the jump and slash ability, all you have to do is jump through it. I mean, the first level is just a joke. It's just to show you the game. I'm not saying the rest of the game is really easy, but okay. Well, let's see what else is going on. Ryu's come to America to see if he can find Walter Smith, because his father has gone missing. He's in a bar, and a lady shows up. It's apparently just a girl. I will, but first, what the? You'll see that a lot in this game. What the ... Like he's about to say, what the fuck? Okay. Now we're on to Act 2. There are 6 acts, so you are in for a treat. Apparently he wakes up, and he thought he was dead. He was shot with an anesthetic. Or anesthetic, I don't know how to pronounce it. He wakes up, and this lady, I was about to say her name, wants him to do something for him. She gives him a statue, and she tells him to get out, like, and run with it. Because people are coming, I guess, wherever she's whatever organization she's from. I mean, this right here is phenomenal in itself alone. The cutscenes was something new. It was never done before. You didn't see cutscenes in video games. So here we are in level 2-1. See, 1 is just Act 1 is just so easy. There's only one level. Let's see if I can. That's a throwing star. You'll see these little jars that I get. Right there was a red jar. It doesn't really look red, but right there, that's a blue power-up. Gives you 5 power-up. Right there, I picked up the throwing windmill star. That's a blue jar, and it just gives you points. The jars aren't really useful unless you're going for points. I get them sometimes just out of a habit of cutting down the power-up. That right there was a red power-up, and that gives you 10 ninja power, whereas the blue one gives you 5 ninja power. This is the best power in the game. I'm going to call it the jump and slash. It just basically can get you out of a really sticky situation if you're caught. It's pretty good. The thing you're going to have to learn about this game is that it's mainly all memorization. If you want to beat the game or become good at it, you have to play it over and over again. I played this game for like 2.5 weeks now to actually be good at it. I played it about a half hour a day, or just tried to attempt it at least once a day for about 2.5 weeks. Right here is a really hard part. These guys right here, I'm going to call them ghouls. They make the game so much more difficult. But with the jump and slash, it's so easy. I wish I could give you like intimate details on how to get through all this stuff, but it would take forever for me to do it. I actually have to slow the video down and show you exactly what to do. And I'm just happy that I actually beat the game on recording. It's so hard. It's so fucking hard. You don't even know. The last boss is probably the hardest boss I've ever had to fight in an NES game. It's ridiculous. Besides ghouls and ghosts, which I never actually beat, but it's ridiculous. Let's see. I didn't go over who Ninja Gaiden was made by. It was made by Tecmo, which actually made, or the same people who made Rygar, which is pretty cool because Rygar was one of the first games I played through, and it got a lot of good reviews and I got a lot of good responses about it. Right there, this stupid death. I think that's like my only death in this whole series. I managed to record without having many deaths. That's how well I know this game. I played this game so much to do this LP that I like memorized it. It's pretty tough. Actually, the first boss was called the Barbarian. I didn't mention that. Don't know the relevance of it. I don't think there is really any. But as you can tell, I usually use the jump and slash as long as I can. It's a really good power-up. There's some spots where you actually need a specific power-up to get through areas, so I'll show you. I'm about to come up to the second boss, though. His name is Bomberhead, and he spins this little thing, and the only way you can kill him is to duck like this. If I had slash power-up, I'd just slash through him, but that weapon he spins can actually be destroyed, so you can do that. He's running from the prison he was put in by that girl with the statue. So he goes for Walter. I think he goes to see Walter. And that is going to be me ending this episode of my Ninja Gaiden Let's Play for the NES. Come back next time and we'll see Act 3.